childhood was steeped in the sounds of bluegrass, gospel, and old-time country music. Her father, John Ramey, a coal miner, battled black lung disease, leaving an indelible mark on the family and inspiring many of Loveless's later songs about hardship and perseverance. Encouraged by her mother Naomi and older sister Di, she began harmonizing at home, laying the foundation for a voice rich in authenticity, emotion, and storytelling. Early inspirations and family roots. As a teenager, Patti idolized Kentucky-born legends Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton, whose journeys from humble beginnings to stardom demonstrated what was possible. Music was not just entertainment, it was a lifeline in a community shaped by coal, toil, and faith. Her older brother Roger played guitar and managed her early career, making frequent trips to Nashville in the early 1970s. These visits, facilitated by Roger's connections with the Wilburn brothers, gave Patti backstage access to the Grand Ole Opry, where encounters with Porter Wagoner and Dolly Parton fueled her confidence. From an early age, she understood that her voice could carry her dreams forward. Early career challenges and personal growth. Patti's early journey was not without struggle. In her late teens, she married her first husband, Terry Loveless, whose surname became her stage name. Together, they performed in small clubs across the South, blending rock and country influences. But the marriage ended, and Loveless returned to Kentucky to regroup. With Roger's encouragement, she resolved to pursue a career in Nashville, determined to refine her craft. By the mid-1980s, she was performing regularly in Music City, gradually attracting attention for her powerful voice. The challenges she faced early on, both personal and professional, would later deepen her connection to the stories she sang. Breakthrough with MCA Records. Loveless's talent soon caught the attention of MCA Records, which signed her in 1985. Her debut albums, including If My Heart Had Windows, 1988, and Honky Tonk Angel, 1988, introduced her as a major new talent in the neo-traditional country movement. Hits like Chains, Timber, I'm Falling in Love, and Don't Toss Us Away climbed the charts, establishing her as a leading voice dedicated to the roots of country music. Loveless's early success was built not only on her vocal power, but on her ability to convey raw emotion and authenticity, traits that would become her signature style and set her apart from many contemporaries in the industry. 1990s. Artistic peak. The 1990s marked Loveless's commercial and artistic peak. Albums like Only What I Feel, 1993, When Fallen Angels Fly, 1994, and The Trouble with the Truth, 1996, showcased her gift for interpreting songs with emotional honesty. Signature hits such as How Can I Help You Say Goodbye blended heartbreak, resilience, and compassion, resonating deeply with listeners. Critics praised her ability to inhabit a song completely, transforming lyrics into living narratives. These works demonstrated her artistic maturity with a voice capable of both tenderness and strength, solidifying her reputation as one of the era's most compelling interpreters of country music. Recognition and accolades. Loveless's artistry has been recognized through numerous awards from the Country Music Association, CMA, and the Academy of Country Music, ACM. Her induction into the Grand Ole Opry in 1988 fulfilled a lifelong dream, symbolizing both personal and professional achievement. Despite fame, she has remained grounded, maintaining close ties to her Kentucky roots and earning respect for her humility and kindness. Fellow artists admire her generosity and quiet strength, and Loveless's reputation as an authentic, selfless performer has endured throughout decades of a challenging and often fickle industry. Vince Gill, a steadfast ally. Vince Gill, a longtime collaborator and friend, has been a steady presence in Loveless's life. She describes him as grounded, kind, and unwavering, a figure who supported her and her husband Emery through health struggles, loss, and the challenges of aging in the music industry. Gill's generosity, she explains, comes without expectation, reflecting the heart of the Appalachian values she holds dear. For Loveless, he is more than a collaborator. He is a trusted confidant whose quiet strength has reinforced her belief that music is about connection, not fame or chart positions. Enduring friendship and shared memories. Loveless recalls a particularly emotional moment at George Jones's funeral in 2013, when she and Gill performed "Go Rest High on That Mountain." Neither anticipated the intensity of the experience. Gill broke down during the song, and Loveless followed her heart, harmonizing in a moment that brought the audience to tears. She remembers this as a reminder of music's sacred power to heal and unite, even when words alone are insufficient. Their shared experiences, both personal and musical, have created a bond Loveless calls family, one rooted in trust, respect, and shared passion. A reflection on legacy. Looking back, Loveless treasures her friendship with Gill as one of the most important relationships of her life. Beyond professional achievements, it is this kind of human connection that she believes sustains her artistry. She acknowledges that the music industry changes constantly, yet people like Gill anchor her in the principles that first drew her to music: authenticity, empathy, and emotional truth. Their enduring partnership exemplifies how music can cultivate lasting bonds, proving that the essence of country music lies not only in the songs, but in the relationships that shape and sustain the artists themselves. Music, as healing Loveless, emphasizes that music has always been more than entertainment. It is a source of healing, community, and shared experience. Her collaboration with Gill demonstrates the emotional depth achievable when performers connect on a human level. Together, they embody the Appalachian values of resilience, empathy, and care for others. This approach has influenced her interpretations, allowing Loveless to create songs that resonate deeply with listeners, offering solace during personal trials and joy in moments of celebration. For her, music is ultimately about touching lives, not chasing accolades or commercial success, balancing fame and personal life. In her later years, Loveless gradually stepped back from the spotlight to focus on family and personal peace, while she makes select appearances, including a 2023 CMA Awards performance with Chris Stapleton and Dwight Yoakam. Her priority has been sustaining meaningful relationships and personal well-being. Even in reduced public view, her voice continues to captivate audiences, a testament to decades of dedication. Her choices illustrate a philosophy where artistry and personal fulfillment coexist, reinforcing that success is not solely measured in awards or chart positions, but in the authenticity and joy with which one approaches life and music. Continued relevance and influence. Loveless's influence persists, inspiring a new generation of country and bluegrass artists. Her ability to blend tradition with emotional storytelling has become a blueprint for authentic musicianship. Collaborators, fans, and peers alike recognize her for consistency, integrity, and the unique ability to inhabit a song fully. She demonstrates that longevity in the music industry is rooted in humility, resilience, and a commitment to craft. Even as trends shift, Loveless's artistry remains timeless, proving that genuine expression will always resonate and that the heart of country music is carried forward by those who live it with honesty, gratitude, and perspective. Reflecting on her journey, Loveless repeatedly credits those who shaped her path, with Vince Gill at the forefront. She describes him as a man who remembers his roots, treats others with respect, and uses his talents to uplift those around him. Their bond exemplifies the profound impact of supportive relationships in both personal and professional spheres. Loveless's reflections highlight a guiding principle. The heart of country music lies not only in the performance but in the people who nurture, inspire, and accompany artists through life's trials and triumphs, shaping the stories that define the genre. Conclusion: a life lived through song. Patty Loveless's career spans decades of heartfelt storytelling, grounded in the Appalachian values of her upbringing. From her early family harmonies to chart-topping hits to deeply emotional collaborations with Vince Gill, her journey reflects resilience, authenticity, and devotion to craft. In stepping forward to share her thoughts on those who shaped her path, Loveless reminds us that music is about connection, healing, and enduring human bonds. Beyond awards, fame, and charts, it is the relationships, the shared experiences, and the heartfelt performances that define her legacy, a legacy rooted in love, grace, and the enduring power of song.